Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kelvin Wilson of We Do Movies, and I'm back with another movie review. This movie review is going to be for Roxanne Roxanne. This movie came out this year. It's exclusively on Netflix. So if you have your Netflix subscription, as always, do yourself a favor and check this movie out. Now, let's talk about Roxanne Roxanne. Roxanne, for those, the hip hop heads, the true hip hop heads, old school hip hop heads that remember the song Roxanne, 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 Roxanne. Now, see, that song was basically a response to another song that was featured. I believe the group was UFTO. I believe that was the name of the group. So they had this song called Roxanne, and in Queensbridge, Marley Marl grabbed up this girl named Shantae, who was known as one of the fiercest female battle rappers in Queensbridge, grabbed her up and said, hey, let's do a response to this song, Roxanne. And she went in and did it in one take. And after that, the song became huge. She became a star. And basically, she became a legend, especially in the game of hip hop. Now, a lot of people probably don't know about Roxanne Shantae, and that's because I don't think that she's really come out with that much work as far as like, now she's been like, I think she had an album and there were some songs here and there, but she was always known as a battle rapper, and so other than that, she really hasn't done any albums. So it's like she gets kind of pushed to the side. Now, granted, there are a lot of female MCs that do get a lot of props. But I think one of the reasons why some female MCs are successful is because of a Roxanne Shantae. And I'm glad to see that this movie, takes time to kind of delve into Roxanne Shantae's life, because this is a piece of history. This is a piece of hip hop history and a piece of life that we have never got to see before. Like, of course, we've seen stuff like 8 Mile and Straight Outta Compton and any other hip hop film that has come out before its time. But the one thing that those movies tend to do is they neglect to tell the story about the female role in hip-hop music. And without question, I really like this movie a lot. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say it's the best movie I've ever seen, because it's not. But I really did enjoy this movie. Now, the movie stars Shantae Adams, Mahershala Ali, Nia Long. It's directed and written by Michael Larnell. The movie is also produced by Forrest Whitaker and Pharrell Williams. And this movie actually screened this year for the Sundance Film Festival. And I'm glad that Netflix got a chance to grab this movie, because I think a theatrical release wouldn't have done this movie any type of justice. I don't think that they would have known how to promote this movie or even push this movie. And then there's a lot of people who don't know about Roxanne Shantae, but I felt like this was the perfect opportunity. You need platforms like a Netflix to kind of do something like this. And I think Shantae Adams, who plays Roxanne Shantae, she steals the whole movie. And I've never seen her before, but the fact that she had to carry this movie, because this is about Roxanne Shantae, that was simply amazing. I thought Nia Long was phenomenal as Shantae's mama. Peggy, she was so good in this. I think this was, and I've seen a lot of movies with Nia Long. I think this is one of the best acted films that she's been in. And she's been in a lot of great films what great acting that she brings to the table. I just felt like this movie was the best performance that I've seen her in. And I cannot forget about Mahershala Ali as Cross. For some reason, Mahershala Ali tends to get these roles where he can play this kind of lovable, cool, but yet very dangerous and very scary villain. And that's what he brings to the table with Cross. I thought he did a fantastic job. And then you get to dive in more into Roxanne Shantae's story when she becomes famous and starts doing all this music. So you get to see real characters like Biz Marquis, Sparky D, MC Shan, and if you know your history, you know that that's the legendary crew that did the symphony and everything like that. And I just thought that was a great piece of storytelling because it's putting history right there in your face. I did really enjoy this movie a lot, and I think that everybody should seek this movie out. This movie, to me, speaks on relationships, and I think that's what Roxanne Shante brought forth, especially with this particular movie, because the movie deals with three different types of relationships, and all of them are somewhat good and somewhat bad relationships when it comes to Roxanne Shante. There's a relationship with her and her mother. There's a relationship with her and Cross. And then there's the relationship that she has with hip hop. And all three of these relationships are played very, very well. And they're all played the same because all relationships are up and down. It's how you deal with those relationships that speak volumes. And this does these relationships brilliantly. And I love this movie on that standpoint. And I enjoyed the movie as a whole. But that's how I felt about the movie. You guys tell me what you thought about the movie. Hit us up on Facebook at We Do Movies. You can check out all the reviews on the We Do Movies Facebook page, as well as the YouTube channel as well. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.